I feel like it's becoming a more storyline. In the beginning, it was a more of a tap, 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 introducing new couple, body yaddy, workout people, da da da. Now it's becoming every time you meet somewhere. Oh, yeah, yeah. We're dating. Are you engaged? Are you gonna get married? Wait, what's going on? You still married? What's going on with the husband? He ain't signed the papers. Have y'all it's turning into that, right? So now are we going to be introduced to a plus one of Latricia's husband coming in? It's going to be an issue with Ken and him because any grown man, okay, would have issue with this situation. I want to start with you, Erica. I know you got something to say about this.
Well, okay, so a couple of things. One, the way that every time they see them, they're like, "Ooh, are you married?" Or to me, like I said in the beginning, like I do want to know more about their story, but there's
Yeah.
something kind of produced about the way they just jump on it every time she's someplace, and she has to go through the whole long. Well, we haven't filed and I'm like, do you have to go through all that with random strangers? Like it seems a little early. Like when she's talking to them. Like I get it with Stormy, who's her friend, and like I just feel like they're trying to get the story out as opposed to it being organic. So I will say it's giving me that vibe. So I do think I agree with you. I don't well what's interesting and that I thought was interesting about this episode, she's like, okay, we haven't filed the papers. But then he's kind of telling Maurice and the guys, oh, he won't sign the papers. Ain't no papers to sign, boo, because they haven't filed anything. Which, to be honest, and I don't know, maybe it depends on what part of the country you're from, is not that strange in our community. Like I know tons, and maybe this is an old school thing, but I know tons of Black folks that are like been separated for years and years and years and
Yes.
years and years, and they don't file for the paperwork till the new person is like, "Oh, I'm trying to get
This is
married." Like
true. This is
that
very
happens all the
God,
time.
Erica. Come
So
on now, you preaching
why
it.
is everybody like in shock and awe and all this other stuff? I was like, okay, this happens in our community a lot,
It
and
does.
certainly, I would say probably in smaller towns too. So I was like, why are y'all acting all shocked? Because it happens all the time. Like she probably ain't talked to him in years. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe I don't know because as you talked about kids or whatever. But it's like I know even my parents, they were separate. They were going through the process for a lot of years. So it depends on your assets. It depends on a lot of things. But a lot of times in the Black community, people don't get divorced. We just don't get divorced. Like my uncle passed
This is true.
yeah, his ex was in prison. He never divorced her. Like it's crazy. So
Wow.
people,
And this is the thing. And Lee, I know even look, we all have a. I'm sorry, Lee. What are your thoughts about that? People being separated for years and still dating, having whole relationships, having whole kids.
I cannot talk on this. I cannot talk on this conversation at this point in time.
Okay, copy that. So for me,
Be- well,
go ahead.
okay. So, let's see. Actually, yes, I can talk about it. So, I don't have a problem with it because, the whole situation with my ex
Yeah.
boyfriend
Hmm.
and how he was separated and they didn't live together and we were living together.
Right.
So, there's that.
Hmm.
I don't have. I mean, that's from a point of view of
Right.
being in it while it was happening. So I'm gonna be on the side of if they separated, you can be legally separated from somebody, and
100%.
it's okay. It's okay to go ahead and date. Like it, this is a prime example of it's cheaper to keep her because um
Not
if
cheaper to
they
keep her.
divorce, it is. You could be legally separated, and if you still don't have to. You're not paying Poison K, my current boyfriend, when he went through a divorce, she took half of everything that he had,
Oh wow. Damn. I mean,
valued
look.
out to almost $2 million worth of shit.
Woo.
So yeah,
So this is my point of view about it. It's especially growing up and just being military kid and seeing so many different relationships, divorce, whatever, separated. And especially as Erica pointed out, in our community, we make our own rule. Let's be clear. Things move differently in our community where it's like They're using excuses like with tickets and all kind of legal things. I can't pay the fine. You're supposed to take care of your business legally, but you choose not to and be mad when you're in jail for 3 or 4 days because your warrants are turned into all kind of things. The same can go with this, where they know they're supposed to be getting divorced and paying for even a legal separation to pay for that. They'd rather just say we're separated, but we're still married. And then all of a sudden, when a person is ready to get into a relationship, we know they're still married, but they've been separated for 10 years. It's crazy. So there has been going on. So to see how everybody's like, ooh and and grab my pearls and are you guys still married? What's going on? The fact that a grown man is asking another man, when are y'all getting married, to me is weird.
Right. I thought that was so strange. I was like, does this really happen? I was like, y'all ain't got nothing else to talk about. Y'all just met him. Like, even if she was single, you just met him. Why would you be like, he might have just be, y'all don't know him like Martell or somebody. So I'm like, why is that the first thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, even if she was available. So that's why I was just like, okay, did the producers tell you to ask this? Because that didn't even.
That was odd. No grown man's gonna ask the grown man, hey guy, when are you guys getting married? He might say, hey, how long y'all been together? That might be the extent of the conversation for a man. That's it.
Yeah. Or maybe you ask that first.
Right. But what I'm saying is most guys are going to ask another dude, like, oh, how long y'all been rocking? Oh, that's your lady? How long? It might be something. Everybody woman who has a guy, they're going to ask that. Mine said that's who he is. To me, that's weird. So if you ever see this clip, that's weird. For you to ask another grown man, when are y'all getting married? Unless you the daddy of that grown man. No, sir. I'm sorry. Lee, comments?
I don't get why they're asking another man when they're gonna get married. That's dumb. They and then y'all not even really friends to be asking that.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, it's one thing to say, okay, when they used to be on Martell about his fake relationship with Sheree, but you've known him for years. Like, you just met this person. Why don't you find out? Like, they could be about to break up. Like, it just,
shit.
It could, I'm not putting anything on their relationship. I'm just saying you don't know him. You just meeting him. It just seemed like such an assumption to make for someone you don't know. You know what I mean? Because now it would be awkward. Like, maybe he wasn't planning to propose. Maybe he don't believe in marriage. Like, could you have a conversation to find out the brother's last name? Like, other things could come first.
Come on now. So you become. Okay. So messy boots for a storyline or whatever. So Miss AKA 1908 said it was weird and forced by producers.
Yes, I totally agree with that.
Because it does look weird for him to ask. Now, Maud is saying in the chat that that's who Marceau, who he is. Maud, hit the link for 2 seconds.
Was it Marceau or Maurice? No, maybe it was Marceau. Who asked that? Was it Marceau or Maurice? I thought it was Maurice, honestly.
I don't know who asked the question. I ain't gonna lie.
But slow in the conversation. It just looked weird. I was like, producer, step back.
I do want to get into the conversation of the bus ride over, which kind of led me into this, how they'll be messy. So I am going to say this. First we have Leticia. This is what I also want to talk to you about, Erica. Kind of being messy and saying to Stormi, I was warned about Nell and you as well by Tisha. Now, I understand you're new to the group. I get it. But we create a storyline first with your husband, ex-husband, whatever. And then now we got this, but you telling, and I'm sorry, I was not feeling Stormi's look. I'm sorry, I wasn't. Okay, Erica, your thought.
She looked like a good witch from the Wizard of Oz.
I was not feeling
I had to go back and look at her look again. I just remember that blonde wig.
That wig was stiff.
It's time to say bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Like, you had to.
Because I'm saying bye-bye.
Tisha did look good, baby. Look, we're going to get into it. Come on, Ma. Come on, hit the link real quick.
Oh Jesus.
Just go ahead, Erica. I want you to give your thoughts about that whole situation because she was being super not Babs. She was being super
Oh, that
super
is
super
That
that's
is
messy.
the
it.
wig.
That's
That
it.
is the Babs
She
That
look.
was
That
that
giving
is
is.
that's it.
like it was giving
When she was getting
me
ready to go audition for
Halloween.
Heavy
It
D.
was giving me Halloween. Yeah, look, it was giving me Halloween. Let me stop. Anyway, it was giving
When she was getting ready to go
Halloween.
audition for Heavy D. Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was giving. It gave that. It gave that.
Not the gold tooth in the mouth.
Ladies get in free at 11 at the Golden Tooth.
Oh Jesus! Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Oh, you know, her friend is no longer here. I hate that. Ooh, I hate that about her. But anyway, go ahead, Erica.
Well, I didn't really think anything of it because the way they brought her in, Stormi was her friend. So, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't really have an issue with it because she talked to Stormi about training Tisha or whatever. And then she was like, and then of course she's gonna come and report back at what happened. So I mean, I wasn't I don't know. Like I didn't really think it was that big of a thing because obviously Stormi knows that, you know, that
Okay.
she aren't
Hold
close.
on. So for all the people who come at us in the chat, the views and opinions expressed on this panel are those of this panel and are for entertainment purposes only. Do not, and I repeat, do not try this at home. And don't whine in the comments when you don't like it. We don't care.
Oh, and for all the mellometers,
Uh-oh.
Melody slayed that look. I was like, girl, don't take them sunglasses off. She looked great. So any millimeter out there, I thought she looked amazing. So feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to Exactly Erica because I like Tish. She looks great this week.
Come on, dramatic. I love it. I love it.
She looked great. I did like her.
Everybody's outfit.
I like how she looked. I liked how she looked this week.
Miss AKA 1908, you fitting right in with the Community Views crew in the chat. Not Party City Platinum Edition. She says
No, that was 99 cent store weed.
okay. So we're gonna leave Storm alone. So okay. So with the conversation in the train, Erica.
Well, she gave us the evidence. She gave it. It was easy.
But even though you said you thought the conversation was okay, her telling her that being new, that's being messy, telling her somebody you are getting her. Let's say this. Stormi was not in the mood. I'm gonna come in and check you. That's like if me and Lee are going to an event, right? We'll say we're going to the event, and Lee's in a good mood, hype, and then I say something to her like, okay, you know, well, the girl that's there got a problem with you and said her mood is going to change how she comes into this event. I'm not saying it's going to ruin her whole thing.
I agree.
You see what I'm saying?
I would say if that's your girl, that's what you do. So to me, she is.
I wouldn't have waited.
She's
okay,
obviously she's taking a side. I agree with you. Maybe not right before.
You would have knew about it before her makeup was on her face. So Lee would already knew. Go ahead.
Why does she feel comfortable? The person that got a problem with, okay, we're gonna put this in my instance, me. Why does that person feel comfortable enough to tell you that she got a problem with me? Why she couldn't come to me? Because I don't give. We're not playing the game of telephone. Take me to the motherfucking source. What's the issue, hun, sis, Pookie?
True. So I agree with you, Kamisha. She could have done it earlier, but she should have said it.
Yes.
And so maybe I'll put that on production because I'm like they should have been.
I'm sure that production had something to do with it. But to be honest, and even with Lee's credit, stating that why would she feel comfortable? Because Letitia is very new to the point where they're asking questions like, who are you? Who are you married to? Because they don't know her. They don't know her background. Even Miss AKA is probably agreeing with Lee. Because the thing of it for me, you are telling a lot of information about Nell, a party you all are invited to and going to, also talking about Stormi, saying all these things during a workout. And I'm talking about Tisha. So what was the motive of saying that. That's like me meeting somebody new that I don't know, right? And I'm just like talking to you, and I'm telling you stuff, tea and stuff that. Wait a minute, somebody needs to delete this person in my chat. My anyway, so yeah, So go ahead. What you were saying about that exactly, Erica?
Well, no, I agree with you,
what do you think?
except that
Mhm.
I think she should have had the conversation, but earlier, because the way they brought her into the storyline is she's.
Hold on, I'm sorry, Erica. Somebody's in your Twitch chat. Girls, do you have cams? So I can't
Oh,
delete them.
okay. Let
So
me see.
yeah,
Hold on. How do
I'm
I
sorry.
do that? I don't even be going to Twitch.
I know. Yeah, you could click on there. Well, if you click
Okay, hold on. Let
on
me see.
the three dots in StreamYard, you could actually remove them the same way. Because in your StreamYard, you should be able to remove them or block
Okay,
them.
I'll change it back to yeah.
No, you ain't gotta remove the Twitch. Just delete them. You should be able to do it
Okay,
from
let me see.
StreamYard. You see it, the three. I was looking for three dots for mine. Said that if you toggle over their name on StreamYard, three dots on the side, then you can click on it. It'll say put timer, ban user, and delete their comments.
Okay, it's not. I don't have three dots on mine. Let me see.
Well,
If I
go to your Twitch then.
go to my Twitch. Yeah, let me do that.
This
That's what happens when you try to do something new.
No,
I'll do it.
nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. It's a trend. It's a thing we all on my end. If you're on the stream, you're on your comments because you're sharing the link with your channel. So
Right, exactly.
You should be able to see your comments and be able to block people from your side.
Let me see. Hold
They
on.
dropped off for a second. But anyway, so Ma was saying that's how you create drama.
Wait, hold on. I'm
Which
sorry.
is
Hold on. Sorry.
no,
One
no.
second. Hold on.
You go.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna try to mute this or mute me.
No, just mute yourself, bro. I'm gonna keep on continuing. So this is what Mod is saying. That's how you create drama, which I do agree with that. You do create drama that way because at the end of the day, and a lot of times people don't want to give that. When you are doing a reality TV show and you're a producer, right? And you have information because you're talking to cast members behind the scenes. You're also in these rooms that cast members are not in. So you're privy to information that they don't know. You have really a lot of power. So you're actually creating a storyline, hence creating a scripted storyline, selling it to America as a reality TV. To us, it looks like reality TV, but when you actually break it down, it's scripted. Because when production is talking to different cast members and different things, because they know they're changing the narrative. As I stated, if I'm going to an event with Lee and she is going to an event with a certain mind frame, I'm going there, we're finna have a good time, we're finna have brunch, we're finna do this thing, we're finna twerk with da-da-da, which we would do this, and this is real life. But what I'm saying is if I tell her, but when we get there, there's a lady, she talked some kind of shit a couple days ago, da 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 da. Two things are gonna happen. Her mood's going to change, and questions are going to be asked like, "You knew about this days ago. Why you didn't tell me? Why didn't she tell me she felt this way?" A lot of things are going to change, but if you are a production or a producer, you have this information, and you whisper in a cast member's ear 10 minutes before they go, the cameras hit record, and you see this person in real life, what's going to happen? This no longer, to me, is reality TV. I cannot. Erica, this person that's in my chat that I see on Twitch, have you not been able to remove them, Mama? Because I can't remove them because they're shared on your channel. Erica?
Sorry. Hey, I'm blocking them, but I have to do it on Twitch. So
Oh
I'm
wow.
doing it
Okay.
right now.
But there should be a way you can remove them. Remove their
Yeah, it
message.
looks like
I'm sorry.
they're deleted on Twitch. Are they still coming through on YouTube? Because I did.
No, I'm not even on YouTube. I'm just seeing it on the
In the
StreamYard.
comments. Okay,
Yeah,
so
because I'm running the whole thing, so I'm like, it's really kind of a backstage thing. So it's all good. If you delete them, it's all good.
yeah, it should be deleted.
So MZ, and so I want you to jump into what I was saying. I'm not sure, did you hear what I was saying about how I broke it down? About how reality TV, as we see it in reality TV, but if you think about it, it's really scripted because you have production and PRs, all these things. We have information. The cast will have some information, but the production and PRs and even the people who are the gophers have more information because they're privy to certain information. They're in certain rooms and certain conversations. And then if they do hear stuff on the outside, so telling a cast member 5 minutes before they start recording that so and so doesn't like you or something about your hair, but 5-10 minutes before she records this scene with this person, there's drama. Boom. Like I was saying about the whole thing with me and Lee going into an event and me telling her that so and so doesn't like her, and I knew about it days before, it just creates so much drama. So
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. And I think that part. So to me, this was a pretty good episode, but there were certain scenes that just seemed that weren't natural. So kind of like with Maurice or Marcel, whoever asking about the marriage thing, it didn't really flow. Like maybe they didn't, it just seemed like it was over edited. It didn't really flow very well. And then I would also say the same thing with Stormi and what's her name? Tricia? Is that the new girl's name?
yeah.
She should have, I would assume she probably called Stormi after she had that workout with Tisha, because they met right before and then she had it. So she should have been called her and told her, like, girl, that's what she said. Like,
Right.
that would have been the natural flow. So again, it was like, okay, let's have something. And I kind of felt like Stormi I didn't think she was that irritated until Tisha started acting
Well, look,
crazy.
I really want to get into. We're gonna get into that as well, but I feel like that with when you plant trees and flowers, you have your foundation, and just correct, right? So you have to have a certain thing, a certain vibe, everything you're doing, and I feel like with this situation, the vibe was created by this conversation on the way to the party. You literally created the vibe going into this party. So if me over here, we should review. I love to break things down to the nub to see why this is happening. The why. I love the why, and I feel like that to get to this point where we're in this club and somebody else's party and doing the head knob and da 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 and girl blah blah blah, all that shit. It started from this conversation, ma'am. You're new to this community, to this group, whatever, and you're coming in on fire. It's giving, I don't know if I'm gonna be here next season or the reunion. Let me go ahead and get my 1-2 da da da. That's what's given to me. So Lee, Erica, give me your opinion.
I agree with you, except that
Go ahead.
I felt like Stormi was actually pretty cool until
No, I'm just
Tisha was drunk, right?
So before we hold
right.
on, I'm gonna stop because that's what I'm saying. I know we all gonna get fired. That's why I'm kind of getting everybody.
No, I see what you're saying, but
foreplay.
I feel like
It's a foreplay before.
I agree with you, but
okay. This is a foreplay, Erica.
I'm not going to really get into it, but to me,
no,
like
Stormi
was kind of laid
Erica,
back.
hold on.
Stormi didn't come in on
no. Hold on, Erica. What I'm saying is, no. I agree. In the ride over, all I'm talking about in the ride over, her telling, whatever to her to Stormi. What I'm trying to say, I'm sorry, and her husband, to me, was putting fire on a flame that didn't need to be there. That's the start of it. That's all I'm trying to say. Then we'll get into us getting to the party. So we're gonna get into let's get to talk about the party because we're already here anyway. So getting to the party, there's some things that kind of happen. Sunglasses. People, her coming in sunglasses, a lot of shade with Mel and Tisha, and it was just Nell came in. I'm like, to me, this is her party. I was loving it. Where it's like she said, my kid threw this party. My birthday's coming up in July, so to me, watching it, I love the way that people were showing her love. She smelled she was having a good time. I just in that moment, it, I was enjoying it or whatever. So I want to go over to Party planner Lee with the T over here in the building. I want to ask, what did we think about the party ambiance decoration, the whole thing? What are your
No,
thoughts, ma'am?
it was
Go.
cheap. It was cheap. It was cheap. It was cheap. 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 You got these people dressed up like this and it cheap. You
Oh,
hear
Jesus,
me?
help me.
Cheap. El Cheapo. Cheap.
Mind you, everyone, if anyone had ever asked me this, the sound bite that you hear with that you just heard the regular scratch started with Leave the Tea years ago on Ready to Love. And I've kept this sound bite in for all my lives, but it literally is her sound bite. Literally. Oh my God. Anyway, so and mind you, she's also playing my birthday party at the same time. So when she's saying cheat, though, I don't want to. Somebody said the ventriloquist. Are you calling nail that? Is that where it's coming from? The bubbles. I'm confused on that one, Mod. So, Erica, your thoughts on the party since Lee said it's cheap El Cheapo, and my daddy loves saying El Cheapo, so she got no respect for me for that. She don't even know it. Go ahead, Erica.
You got all them
Okay,
people. You
I
got
I
all them people
agree.
dressed up, and they
I
got
agree
all these
with
people dressed up like that, and and you got them decorations from Party City.
Oh my God.
yeah, and I agree with Ms. AKA 1908. All 9 people in the party looked like they had fun. Yes. It looked like production was like, we're gonna have cast members and no extras. Let's rent this room downstairs and we're gonna lights, camera, shoot. Lights,
Wow.
camera, action. Like I was like, this don't look. Is this a real restaurant? Can we see the outside? What's the name of the place? Like this, I was like, what, is this just in one of the basements of one of these homes they
Not
remodeling?
the
Like what?
basement.
What are we doing?
Oh my God.
I'm like, where did they hire these extras to bring in the drink? Like it just did not.
Mm-mm-mm.
It was not giving real at all to me.
Not the bathroom was right by the tables. I'm just stop. Okay, my bad. So obviously you guys are saying that the birthday party was not good. Even Ms. AKA 1908 says Trish because she can barely open her mouth and talk. Oh, okay. Interesting. So let's get into the conversation.
Can y'all hear
Um,
me?
we can hear you, Mama.
We
We
can
hear
hear you
you
now.
now. Yeah, what happened? Was you talking? Lee?
Did y'all ask a question? Because it just went real quiet.
Oh
No?
no, we just
We,
heard, "Can you hear me?" And then we were quiet to hear
yeah.
you.
Yes,
Oh,
that was
okay.
it. We've been talking. We was like, come on, Erica, I cannot with your ass. That was everything. But yeah, literally what you said. Oh my God. So the conversation, the men was kind of to the side, buying bottles or whatever. Tisha was throwing it back, throwing it back,
Wait,
throwing
hold,
it
hold on,
back.
Kamisha.
That
Were
Hold
they
on.
actually
Hold
buying
on. Wait a
bottles?
minute. Wait
I
a
felt like they
minute.
were
Wait
calling
a
bottles
minute.
from the
Wait
back.
a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Say my name again, ma'am. I'm so sorry.
I said, "Hold on, Kamisha.
That is
Were they
not what you said,
actually?"
but we're gonna go ahead and move on. That is not what you
What
said,
did I
ma'am.
say? What did I say?
It was not Kamisha.
Okay, sorry. I
My
thought that
name is
was
actually for the people in the back who don't know. My name is actually pronounced Kamisha. No one ever said it, but my dad. Like no one ever calls me that. But the
okay,
correct
Kamisha.
pronunciation.
My question is,
My God, I can't
I didn't
stand
really
you.
see nobody pay nothing. I felt like they just told production in the back to bring some bottles out. Like it did not seem like a real restaurant situation.
Said the bottle girls had no flame on their bottles. They're like, "Well, we supposed to come on do something?" Like,
Right. They were like, the extras were like, we're only here for 10 hours. What we get to do?
I can't. Oh my God. Oh Jesus. So yes. With that being said,
But go ahead.
with with the conversation that's got heated a little bit. It started because of the van, as I stated. So when they're sitting there, what was the segue? I'm trying to remember, Erica. What was the segue to where it got turned up?
Well, from what I recall, so first I want to say, like I said, I thought Mel looked great, and she came in there and Tisha, you can tell me to take my sunglasses off. That's okay, but you're not gonna put your hands on on my face. We just started back talking. So you not really go come up on me like that. So I feel like we should have gotten some footage of what happened on Tisha's ride there, because I'm like, how much did she drink before she got there? Because she started off on 10. Like, I was like, is she tipsy or is she acting? Because some ain't going right there. So, but then I think it really got twisted when she was, when they were like, okay, Tricia, who are, and first they were like, oh, she's my trainer. I'm trying to get her body. And Nell was like, you better get busy because we both thick or whatever. And then
Erica, not the side, we were thick.
Well, she said Nell did kind of shady, but this is like we both. Well, a friend of mine, actually, I was talking to somebody yesterday. He was like, I was saying something about losing weight. He's like, oh, have you gotten juicy? So
not juicy.
Yes, girl. I was like, I ain't never heard juicy. Well, okay.
Juicy got him crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry. Why are we doing this today?
Okay.
Go ahead, girl.
So when she was explaining to Tricia, and then all of a sudden she started calling everybody feisty. And so that just seemed like it sent people, like Nell took some kind of real offense to it, which I didn't think feisty. Now I would have taken offense to it because feisty is kind of what you call your grandma or older person.
Yes.
But Tisha said we all feisty. So, but Nell seemed to take it some kind of crazy way.
So somebody, Scott said, I'm new here. Takora Scott said, I'm new here. I'm hollering. I tell you, my panel.
Said they were concerned. Girl, you ain't never lied, because I don't think they're paying no boss girls nothing. I think you're right. They are interns. They ain't doing it for credit.
No. Hold on. First of all, we have a new person here. Let me go ahead and give them their horn. Come on. Period.
Hey. Welcome.
Look, first of all, hit that like button and subscribe as community reviews. The queen of reality TV, who do interviews with cast members, have a great time on her panels. The We Review panel. I have the best co-hosts, which are my panel, my queens. First of all, Erica, please make sure Erica, real quick, tell people to find you on wherever, real quick.
Exactly, Erica. So exactly, and then Erica, ERIKA, on all of the things.
And then Lee, tell them where they can find you at, Mama.
They can find me on Instagram at my IG and my TikTok right there. There it is. It's right there.
Your YouTube, Lee, as well. Because you didn't add your channel. And you can't from your phone.
That's under construction right now, so I ain't gonna embarrass myself like that. Just follow me on Instagram and TikTok. That's where I'm most active.
Okay. Yes. Please make sure you guys follow the ladies on the place they did mention here on the channel today. So is anyone else confusion with Tricia's family tree, the Fletchers? Let me tell you something. Now I am new again watching this, and as I'm hearing this saying, my cousin them, I know them from back then, they were related to my auntie, sister, brother, and I'm like, wait a minute, too much is happening. So what, Erica,
I would say we need Goody or we need a professional, a specialist on Love and Marriage Huntsville, because I was so confused, and I was like, I haven't been drinking, but I can't even follow. Wait, so is Courtney cousins with Chris? Like, who's cousins to who? So yeah, that whole conversation was unclear to me.
Okay, hold on. So I want to go ahead and get into, because I told y'all already, Tisha was throwing the drinks back. She was throwing them hoes back, y'all. Okay.
True. That's true.
And the thing about it, I was watching her. I was like, okay. So I don't know what's gonna happen, but I already know it's gonna get ghetto. And my niece's Lee's voice. So the whole thing with Wanda Jr. coming to play, because I got that shade. Here come Wanda Jr. from Male with the Sunglasses. She came to life in this situation. Now, this I want to say, yes, she was drinking and having a good time. Please give me the segue where you got Baps part 5 with the blonde getting her Tisha's face about the situation, about some pills or whatever happened on the reunion. Erica, help me.
Okay. So the thing is that what got Tisha, I guess, amped up, now that I think about it, we did see some clips on their way to the party. So Marceau, when he was with Tisha and they were talking to Maurice and Kimmy, like, oh, you need to tell her that it's weird for her to invite you to something. And I was like, okay, we all watching the same show. We know production told her to invite you. Like, why is it so dramatic? So to me, she was already going to go. So Tisha, that's why she was drinking, because she was planning to snap off on Stormi to begin with, because they had already talked about the Galentine's invitation and it's so weird. And Marceau was like, well, maybe you think it's okay, but it's weird for us if we haven't spoken. And the last time we talked, it was on bad terms or whatever. And I was like, dude, it's a text message. Just don't go to the thing. Like, it's not that deep. So when they were there, she was like, oh, okay. So she had all these drinks, and then she started saying how Nell was feisty or whatever. And then when Stormi was like, well, yeah, I guess we're not understanding your energy and it just seems a little weird. And so that's when Tisha was like, well, I think it's weird that you would invite me. And what do you all think? And da 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 da. And so that's, you know what I'm saying? So to me, I felt like Stormi was justified in snapping off, because it's like, okay, wait, what? I invited you to a function. You could just say you busy or you not coming. But now it's like you're going to blow it out into a whole big thing in front of all these people and base it on because the last time we talked was the reunion.
Okay,
and so
okay, Erica, I gotta be honest. If I got into a yelling match with somebody, I don't care if it's been 6 months, 2 months, whatever, I'm going off and telling you, baby, every time I see you on site, I'm just making examples. You know what I'm saying? I am not going to be looking for an email from you saying, hi, I want you to join me, my family, and my event, and da 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 da. I love you. Please join. I'm not coming to that. What the hell?
True, Kamisha. But what I recall is that, you know how it is that reunions are at the end, everybody's like, oh, we're gonna make it.
But Erica, but still, but Erica, let me be real. Yeah, all gonna be at the end. We probably all mad for that moment. But do we have conversations after the reunion? Do we get a phone call? Do we talk? Did our husband hang out outside of this?
No, we only talk during screening.
So what I'm saying is, girl, what I'm saying is after the reunion, after that dramatic shit, there should have been more talking for me to be like, oh, I got an invite. Yeah, here I come. Now, I mean, I would have made a big deal of it as they would have. I would have said, girl, y'all tripping. This is fake as fuck to me. I'm not coming to your party. We just had a screaming match.
Which is what, like, what's her name? Ashley from DC would have done. Like, bitch, no, I'm not coming to this bullshit.
And
that's it. That's it. I wouldn't have to take 5 shots to come tell you to your face. Like, I was like, okay, Tisha, you're doing a lot right now. A lot. I mean, I'm not saying I would be surprised, but obviously we all know, like, you know, and Stormi's newer to the show. She needs more film time. So, you know, she's sending the invitation to everybody. Like, okay, you know, and just
like Modern said, don't invite me, don't talk. Lee, you do party planning and you've been invited to parties. You're getting invited to a party after you guys got into it pretty hard, pretty heavy, probably said some things. I don't care if you're mad at the end. Would you think it's weird you got invited to a party by the same people?
No, I do. Well, yes and no, because, you know, maybe they trying to, you know, apologize in person or, you know, get some kind of reconciling or whatever. And then, Yes, it is weird because, bitch, didn't I just read you from Phil's? So why are you inviting me to this party? You trying to be funny?
Right. So I think in the real world, it is weird because I just basically called you a crackhead. But
Oh my God.
on
Jesus Christ.
I need somebody to film with. So you coming or not?
Now you coming or not? Wow. Okay.
But I agree.
So,
In the real world, it's
okay.
crazy.
Mm, it is. Tisha's calling out everybody. Basically, it's to be clear moments. She's asking for respect. Do you agree with that or no?
I agree. However, I would say if you have to get drunk to do it, then
Oh wow.
let's work on that because she was because she didn't seem fully in control of everything because of the drinking, I think.
Well, I'm gonna say something really quick here now. Tish, Mel, I don't care if you are the star of the show. When she was like, you had some things to say about my husband. No, we'll talk about later. No, ma'am. You had some things to say about my man, my husband, my whatever. We talk about it now. We're not gonna wait till later. Don't shush me or him. Baby, come over here real quick. I don't care if it is a party. You should have said shit. To me, it's like y'all put her on a pedestal where she can't do no wrong. It don't work like that. I'm sorry. It wouldn't take no alcohol for me to say it. Shit. I'm just saying. I thought that was kind of weird myself.
I mean, I don't think. Well, I agree with Mel on this one. If I'm coming to my girl's party, I halfway mess with these people. I don't want to get into a drama with Marceau.
She didn't have to. The thing about it is, she wouldn't have had to done it in the middle of all the things. They could have went to the side and had this conversation. Because my thing is, I can't be comfortable in the same room with you, but you to call my man out, my husband out, and we in the room chilling. No, ma'am. Because I'm gonna give you all kind of shade. I don't rock with her until we get this conversation straight. I don't have nothing to say to her. It'd be something like that, and I'm just being transparent.
Wait, now, and you're talking about Mel and Marceau?
No. Tisha, when she was talking to Mel about it, I'm saying for me as Tish, I couldn't be fucking with Mel until the conversation got resolved. You call my man out.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying, Lee?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? I'm not for being in your face like that, man. If you don't want to talk about it, don't talk to me. I'm sorry. Lee? She might have dropped off.
Sorry, something was going on with my phone. What happened?
I said so for the fact of the matter is Mel doesn't want to talk.
Is talking about.
Go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
Is talking about the scene when Mel was like, "Oh, when Mel came in and Tisha was like, "Oh, you have something to say to Marceau? Like he's right here." And Nell was like, "Nah, I'll talk to him later." And Camisha was like, "Oh, well, she, basically like, you don't need to be talking to me either till you square with him." Is my understanding. So what are your thoughts?
Oh, because I was like, well, where's the question? I mean, I'm gonna stick
that
with
was the question.
I'm gonna stick with Mel on that one. Like, there's a time and place for everything, and that wasn't the place.
And I will say this too: they've known each other for so long that it is like, okay, I'm not, because when she had dinner with Tisha before, and she told her like, "Oh, I can't believe Marceau said blah 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 blah," then she's like, "But I'll take it up with him." So I don't know. She could have been called him already. I don't know. Maybe this is how they're doing the scenes filming or something. But I kind of
this whole season. Let's be clear, and right. I'm sure people here. But let me go ahead and be clear about this whole season.
Say bye bye. Bye-bye.
I thought this whole entire season has been completely produced, period. Who don't like it? I don't care. I've had Jack Daniels. I don't care. This whole entire season has been produced in every kind of way. Y'all been doing it for a long damn time. What the hell we doing?
Yeah.
Period.
Producers, you need to step it up, because even, like I support a good production, a good flashback, a good read through, the pictures to the camera angles. But y'all are just, it's looking a little sloppy. So I don't know. I feel like the interns are doing production as well.
Look, look, the gophers who getting coffee up behind the scenes editing the tapes. I cannot.
Right.
Okay.
Like, stop it. Yeah,
I got your latte, and I've already fixed scene 2 and 3.
Exactly. But scene 1.5 won't be till 2 episodes later. Like, what?
Oh my God. Now it was a kickback. Y'all in the chat got me. Oh my God. Y'all are so welcome to the crew. Join the membership, please. If y'all have not joined the membership, because Rachel Love's coming up, and yeah, I know I've already done an interview with the casting for Detroit, okay, and for Philly is done. So you know, Beach Reviews crew, you guys will be privy to things coming up. If you have not joined the membership, I am not sure why. All right, and make sure that you check out everybody here on my platform and Cash App. One thing that I don't say a lot is that donations make the world go around when it comes to bloggers, especially people of color bloggers. We don't always get the benefits and the benefactors and donations that others get. Don't touch anybody else. I just keep it real. So please donate to Black bloggers, podcasters. We don't get it enough, period. Okay. So anyway, Miss AKA 1908 says, y'all know every season Mel Marceau have to have their face off. Interesting.
True. That's a good point. That is a good point.
Maisha almost says, y'all about to have me watch it again just to laugh at production. I can't. We got 78 in the chat.
Yes, Maisha, you got to go back and see them bottle girls. Them bottle.
I tell you this. The bottle girls came out with no fire. I said, wait a minute. First of all, where is the flame for the bottle? So
they came out like, this is minimum wage. How much y'all want us to do?
Look, y'all
minimum wage.
Not y'all gonna charge me. I'm gonna charge y'all $20 more for flame to come out these bottles. Otherwise, we're gonna come out here with empty bottles, no twerking, no smiles. That's gonna cost you just $25 extra.
First of all, we in somebody's basement right now. What do you really want us to do?
I need y'all to get y'all drinks together. All right, guys, we about to get started. As you see, I am your bartender for the day, getting the drinks ready for the show. Oh, you gonna need a drink for this one. What you drinking on? I got vodka, I got something brown and nasty. I got whatever you need to make you chill or to get you completely lit. What is it? Tell me all about it. Because you know this show is going to be a mess, fun, and more. All right. What you drinking on, baby? I got you. Yeah. Okay. I got to have commercials. You know what I'm saying? I have to have commercials, you know. Somebody said, oh, that's Mod. What's on Erica? Erica, look. Let me tell y'all something. Okay, I'll talk about Lee real quick. Let me go ahead. Erica is funny as hell. Like, look, what I have as far as mentees that they all have different personalities. And Erica, I love her. Island girl. She's my island girl. She's funny. She's very astute. And she gets me. When I talk about certain things, she can automatically jump in. Commissioner, I gave it. Da-da-da. Love it. Because I'm a military kid, so I've been all over the world. Like, I'll say some things where she'll just automatically catch it. And her channel is so funny. Y'all have to watch her videos. And, I give her advice. Sometimes she takes it, sometimes she ignores me. But
I do not ignore you. I just procrastinate.
Please check out her channel, y'all. She is also awesome, I swear. So I think they have terms running production right now at this point. She's a lawyer friend. I don't know. Look, I'm gonna say, so for me, I guess that's really the whole back and forth between Tisha and I get the smoke that was coming from. I really do. But myself, I would have thought it was very odd for me to get an invitation to the party or whatever's going on, and we don't rock like that. But I don't know because I felt like when she was like, "What's mean about the pill at the reunion? What's mean about the pill?" I'd be like, "Girl, get out my face! You too close. Bump the
So
pill."
to me, once you started with, well, Tisha started it with, oh, well,
Mhm.
don't you all think it's weird? Mel, don't you think it's weird? Don't you think it's weird considering this and that? And so
Right.
to me, it's like, okay, just say you're not coming or you think it's weird. Like to me, she wanted to go toe to toe. So Stormy was like, well, today I got time. Okay. Well, we talking about how we left it. That's how you left it. What were you trying to say? Are you trying to say something? Stand on it.
So Lee, what do you think? Do you think who side you on this situation in the club, Stormy or Tisha?
Stormy,
Why?
Little Miss Baps.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm with little Miss Baps on this one. Um, you said why? I, well, I don't know why, but I'm gonna go with Stormy. She was the most logical in this instance.
She said, "Why ask why? You know I'm gonna ask you why, ma'am." But, but she's like, I am a YouTube journalist." Dun, 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 dun. So anyway, to continue, yeah, I understand what you're saying as far as her being more logical. I just maybe her high pitched voice was driving me a little bit, but
Well, to
I
me, like basically,
understand.
Stormy took up for Kiki or whatever.
Kiki,
So
go ahead.
I know, right? So
I'm sorry.
obviously, Tisha was gonna have issues with her, but to then go and say, okay, Tisha already, Kiki had problems with drugs or whatever. So to come out and now you basically are saying that she was using drugs and stuff, and so it's like, wait, what? And so that is a hard thing to say. And if we're going to address something, let's address that. If you want to talk about how we left things, what did you mean by that? If that's where we're
Mhm.
going. So that's how I took Stormy's reaction. Because really, Stormy was kind of like, we don't understand your energy. We're trying to have good vibes. And then Tisha was like, well, nah, it was weird. Why'd you invite me? We basically, I think Tisha was trying to say, if you wanted me to come to your events, you should have tried to reach out to me and talk to me or whatever.
Well, the thing about it, I could already foresee for the future that Stormy's husband, because he really was to me was bringing the smoke in the train. Oh, I don't like that. Y'all go ahead and talk it out, men. For me myself, I'm not gonna be doing too much. I'm gonna tell you, ma'am, I invite you to the party. Don't come, not come. I don't care. Period. Okay, I don't give a damn. I'm not gonna get into with you with my Babs outfit on and my hair done. I'm not gonna worry about it. You ain't gotta come to my party if you don't want to. All the extra stuff I felt like was when doing too much. Okay. Now everybody in the chat saying the kickback was bad. So look, a kickback to me, I'm gonna tell you something. Okay. If I have a kickback like I'm gonna be on film with camera, it's probably gonna be more extravagant than a normal kickback. You can have a kickback where, and I know Erica, you being in the islands, your family roots or whatever. Even me being Louisiana or just being the South, that's necessarily I've been in there all the things. I know the history of being in the country. If you have a kickback like that, it's gonna be backyard, a grill, a pool back there, drinking adults and teenagers, everybody having a good time, but probably not 1,000. I'm sorry, a lot of money will be have spent on that. But I bet you if you ask everybody, poll everyone at the party, they probably will tell you, "Oh my God, it was everything. It was a blast. So had a fight. It was a pool party. We dance off. All these, extra things that happen outside of it, but not a lot of money." But if I'm gonna be on camera, you're gonna probably see the glitz, the glamour, the shine because I'm on camera. So for these people saying that the kickback is bad, was it bad because of the way it looked, the outlook of it, or was it because you think that people didn't have a good time? How are we basing a party? Erica, that was good. Go ahead.
That was good.
It so was. Come on, Jack Daniels and beer.
To me, I felt like it was bad personally. Outside of the reason why it looked cheap or
Okay.
whatever is because it looked like a stage play to me.
Oh
To
wow.
me, it
Not
looked
not not Tyler
totally
Perry.
like it just looked totally produced. Like it didn't look like whether it was in somebody's
All
backyard or
my life I
somebody's
have to
basement or
fight.
even if it was a house party. Like it just looked like, okay, everybody got the memo. We appear on set at 5. Like that's how it was looking. Like you all sit in this section, you all sit in that section. So it didn't actually, to me, look or feel organic. So that's why it
Okay.
looked like, so that's why to me it didn't, maybe when Nell, like you said, when Nell came in, that part looked hyped. She looked excited to
Mhm,
be there
mhm,
and
mhm.
everything else. But I think, like, I didn't really even see her children. It seemed like it was just like the small, basically the people we will have these two
Well, who was that
discussions with.
arguing? Who was that arguing with? Was it Marceau? Who was that arguing? They favored Nell, so I was thinking that was her kids because she said my kid threw the party.
I
There
know
was
she
some,
said that, but I have to go
who
back and
was
see it.
sitting
I didn't know
there.
if I actually saw
There was
her kids. I was like, are they there?
there was a part where it wasn't a when he was but it was a shit Lee. I mean Erica. It was a small argument back and forth when it was like saying, yeah, she kind of let that go, or I forgot what the phrase they kept on saying, but they were going back and forth a little bit, and to me she favored Nell, like she's like Nell younger, and I said, is that her kids? Do you know the scene I'm speaking about, Erica?
I know they were talking to Chris about the whole thing with the daughter and the blogger, but Maud is saying that the kids were there, or she said, okay, their niece. So I don't think
That
I
was
saw that or whatever.
well, whoever that was looked like Nell. And I was
Oh,
saying
okay.
that her kids because it was like 3 girls sitting there. And I
Okay.
know that Kimmy chimed in a little bit, but he was like saying, who lets that go? And she's like, she lets that go about the interview, I guess, whatever. But what I'm saying is, I thought that was her kids. I didn't know it was family. Whoever it was, they looked like
Got
Nell,
you. Got you. Okay.
right?
I think I might have missed that, or I don't know if I was looking at that time. So, cause I was just like, where are the kids?
It's right.
Like, you
It's
know what I
right.
mean?
It's right when they all got there to the party,
Got you.
like right there in the beginning. And if you and to me, I felt like whoever was talking to the guys, they had an attitude with them. I don't know if they're over the show or over the blog situation or whatever, but they had Nell's back. Like that was her family. You could tell that was a real deal. They had an
Okay.
attitude. So you need to go back and watch that scene.
Okay. Yeah.
I would love to know your opinion because, like I said, Kimmy kind of jumped in and was like, well, and I don't feel like going back looking for the scene, but I don't know what scene that was. But anyway, yeah, to me, a party, I've been to parties where, even growing up as a military kid and you would go to the country, you would go to these parties of function, you'd be like, okay, it's not as much money, but I had a blast. That's why I always say there's a difference. Like, oh, that party was trash, but really was it? You know what I'm saying? We had the best time, and I bet not a lot of money was spent. Or you go to a extravagant party where you'll say it was boring. It was more for an Instagram shot. It was more for a picture, but the party was trash. So to me, it's like, what makes a good party? So for people who are saying it wasn't a good party, was it because of the ambiance or because of the way it looked to us? It's kind of where I was going with that. Lee, you there, mama?
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay.
Ahead,
So for me, yeah, I think I agree with you. I don't think it's not for me necessarily about money. I like nice things and stuff, but really it's about the vibe of the people. And to me, the vibe it was kind of fun when Nell got there and, and they were kind of hyped then. But outside of that, it just didn't seem fun, honestly. To
right.
me. And it was outside, like like we can make jokes about the cheap bottle girls or whatever, but it wouldn't have mattered if they turned up the music and were dancing and having fun, or they even looked like they were having fun, or if they were actually laughing and joking with each other instead of like throwing shade the whole time. So it
Well,
did
to
to
me,
me.
it depends. It depends on situations. Like I said, for me, when Ready to Love, some of the cast members and also Alicia who's also a party planner, when they recognized me for being a blogger and doing Ready to Love, to me it was enough for me. I'm pretty sure that people do things on whatever, but I felt humbled that night And
Mhm.
money was spent that night. Mind you, don't get it twisted. But what I'm saying is, I felt humbled by just a lot of things that happened that were small things for me. And to me, I feel like it's the individual at these parties, how they're feeling when they leave a party. If you're planning a party, if you are doing event or whatever, it to me, if I was doing it, it's really the overall how the people felt who were there, who attended the event, who attended the party. Not
Right.
necessarily what the Instagram picture look like, not necessarily what the Facebook picture, YouTube video look like, because how was their experience? Because you could have a party where it looks pretty on the outside on Instagram, and then all of a sudden you see these videos of Drake Gate or my money ain't back yet Gate or whatever, all kind of videos come about your event, your party, where they had a bad time. So that's
Right.
why, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I agree. And so that's what I'm saying. And the person, Miss AKA, she was like, because it was 9 people and 2 produced. And that's the thing. Like the people didn't look like, to me, when they showed that clip of Mel saying, I'm gonna go celebrate my girl because I know she's gonna cut a rug and I'm gonna be right there with her. That's the vibe you want to have at your party. But when
Right.
you get there, it's people trying to trying to rehash stuff from the reunion and asking all these questions and interrogating people. And it's not like,
Why you asking all these questions? Why you
now
asking
now
all
they're
these
coming at
questions?
her about how old she is and stuff. So it was like it,
That was
you
very
know,
look. This whole thing, I'm gonna go ahead and put this out here because this whole thing with the age shit, and I never thought I'd be this person because in my younger days I was just like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, why is it gotta be
It's
about
time to say
the whole age
bye-bye.
thing? Who cares
Bye-bye.
if the person is 60, 75 to 30 to 20? Why is it gotta matter that that's a read? That's not a read. These days you are blessed if you were able to get to 40 30 to 40 to 50 to 60. It's a blessing. It's not shade if you are older. Like, y'all need to kill that shit. I'm sorry, go ahead.
yeah, no, I agree. And so I just felt like yeah, where they were saying it's more sitting than dancing. So it was kind of just more throwing shade. So it's like, okay, you're gonna throw all this shade, you do all this, but then you don't have, like, it's not like a nice brunch, or you don't have nice, you know what I mean? Like you don't have the good vibe or the good food or the good drinks. So now what do we have? And so that's, to me, it wasn't really about, it wouldn't have been about the money, because they could have had a backyard barbecue and it could have been
Right,
fun. Like I want to say
right. Hey, did they?
they had a barbecue before for Kimmy when she was or maybe, yeah, and that's when Maurice brought her a truck or something, a Jeep she wanted. Like there have been times where it seemed just a little bit more authentic and fun, and this one just seemed, everybody seemed like they had their own little agendas and they weren't trying to celebrate and have a good time. So, or maybe it
First of
really
all,
was the production, probably, but yeah.
First of all, we have 88 in the chat. Shout out to all the people, Commission Reviews crew. Diddy Lil, who just came to the chat, who is a content creator who does political life of vlogging and comes from my hometown called the B Sector. Shout out to Diddy Lil real quick. Period.
Hey,
Okay.
hey.
Okay. So for me, you know, I'm just gonna say that it's sometimes a mess that when people come for your age as if it's a horrible thing because you get older, instead of looking at it as a blessing, like it's a read. Because that same woman that you think that's older can pop, probably can do it better than you, mama, and might take your man. So I'm just saying, please let's stop the cap. Get out the gas about how somebody is older and what they can and cannot do because you don't know. 100%. Okay, I'm so sick of that. So anyway,
True.
do
And
we got
Maisha,
anything?
you're right.
What happened?
Tisha, she was saying Tisha had all the good drinks, and that is the truth,
Mm.
Ruth.
Her man probably made sure she had the good drinks that wasn't watered down. Correct.
Exactly. She might have had some shots from the car because
Yeah.
she was toe up.
Okay, make sure you guys, if you have not hit that like. All right, guys, welcome back. Hit the wrong one. Hit the like button, subscribe if you are new to the channel. Subscribe to exactly Erica and check out all the things that are there for Miss Lee. She has a TikTok there for you to check out. She has good things going on that as well. All right. Again, for those who have issues with what the views and opinions expressed on this panel are those of this panel and are for entertainment purposes only. Do not, and I repeat, do not try this at home. And don't whine in the comments when you don't like it. We don't care. We don't care at all. So, Erica, what you got coming up on your channel before we roll up out of here?
Cool. So I'm doing the finale of Love During Lockup, and because that just ended, and I'm gonna keep up with 90 Day Fiance, Happily Ever After. I think Real Housewives of Dubai is starting back, so I'm probably gonna do that with Mod. Yay, yay!
All right.
And yeah, that's what's going on.
Make sure you guys get the likes up, please. We have over 90 people watching on all channels, on all everything. Please get the likes up. Subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe, please. Join the membership if you are new to the channel. I do give away free membership once a month. If you are new to the channel, you know all the things that I do over here. Please check them out. Every weekend we do have the We Review panel where we cover something new. With my girls, we talk about different things. So y'all, we'll be out of here. Lee, what you got coming up on TikTok, ma'am? Anything coming up new? Lee?
Oh, sorry, I was on mute. No, not right now. I'm trying to. I got content that I gotta put together, but I just gotta put it. I gotta edit. I got some editing that I have to do. So I'll have to TikTok out like this week, maybe 3. That's the goal.
Okay, yeah, make sure y'all follow her on TikTok. And really, I don't have anything else. And again, for those who are confused about who I am, I know how you are. One thing I want you guys to know, and that nothing that will never change about this, I am the queen of reality TV. Don't get it twisted and don't doubt.